On March 14, 1879, in the small town of Ulm, Germany, a baby boy was born. No one knew that this quiet child would one day shake the foundations of science and change how human beings understand the universe. His name was Albert Einstein. As a child, Albert was different. He spoke very late. He was silent most of the time. He avoided social activities. He spent hours thinking alone. Many people believed something was wrong with him. Some even thought he had learning problems. But inside his silent mind, a revolution was slowly growing. 2. The compass that changed his life. One day, when Albert was 5 years old, his father gave him a small gift, a magnetic compass. Albert noticed the tiny needle always pointing in one direction. He asked in wonder, "Why does the needle move without anyone touching it?" This simple question changed his life forever. For the first time, Albert realized that there were hidden forces in the universe, forces that human eyes could not see. From that day on, he decided, "I will spend my life understanding the secrets of nature." 3. School failure and humiliation. Albert entered school, but he was not a good student in the traditional sense. He hated memorizing facts. He questioned everything. He challenged his teachers. He refused to blindly follow rules. His teachers became frustrated. One teacher told him, "You will never become successful in life." Another said, "You don't belong in school." Albert was expelled from school. To the world, he was a failure. But in reality, he was only too different for the system. 4. A struggle for education. Albert later moved to Switzerland to continue his education. He applied to a technical university but failed the entrance exam. Imagine the pain. Rejected by teachers, rejected by universities. But Albert did not give up. 1 year later, he tried again. This time, he passed. He proved that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. 5. A nobody with a giant brain. After graduation, Einstein searched for a teaching job, but no university wanted him. He applied everywhere. Rejected. Rejected. Finally, he got a small, boring job as a clerk in a patent office. His job was to check inventions, read machine ideas. They approve or reject designs. But while sitting at that desk, Einstein's mind traveled across time, space, light, and the universe. He once said, "My imagination worked harder than my position." 6. The miracle year 1905. In 1905, while working as a simple office worker, Einstein did something no scientist in history had ever done. In just 1 year, he published 4 revolutionary theories that changed science forever. 1. The photoelectric effect. This later helped in the invention of the solar panels, cameras, light sensors. 2. Brownian motion. He proved the existence of atoms. 3. Special theory of relativity. He proved that the time is not fixed. A space is not absolute. The everything depends on speed. 4. The famous equation, E to mc dou, meaning energy and mass are 2 forms of the same thing. This means a tiny amount of matter can turn into huge energy. The world of science was shocked, and suddenly, a nobody clerk became the greatest physicist on Earth. 7. The man who changed time itself. Before Einstein, people believed a time was the same everywhere. A space was fixed, or the universe was stable. Einstein proved time slows down at high speed. A space bends with gravity. The faster you move, the slower time passes. He literally changed the meaning of time. GPS satellites today work only because of Einstein's theory. Your mobile phone uses Einstein's science. 8. Fame, Nobel Prize, and world recognition. Einstein became a worldwide celebrity. The universities invited him. The governments honored him. Newspapers printed his photos. Students worshipped his ideas. In 1921, he won the Nobel Prize in physics, not for relativity, but for the photoelectric effect. He once said, "The more I learn, the more I realize how little I know." 9. Hitler, Jews, and escape to America. When Adolf Hitler came to power in Germany, Jews were being hunted. Einstein was Jewish. His books were burned. His name was targeted. His life was in danger. Einstein escaped to America. He became a professor at Princeton University. Germany lost its greatest mind, the atomic bomb. Regret. Einstein discovered the energy inside atoms. Later, the United States used this knowledge to make the atomic bomb. In 1945, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Hundreds of thousands of innocent people died. Einstein was heartbroken. He cried and said, "If I had known what they would do, I would never have become a scientist." For the rest of his life, he spoke against war. He became a symbol of peace, humanity, unity. 11. The human side of Einstein. Einstein was not just a scientist he loved. A playing violin, a walking alone, for talking with simple clothes, a deep thinking. He hated racism, a war, a wealth obsession, he believed. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. Imagination is more important than knowledge. The final goodbye, 1955. On April 18, 1955, Albert Einstein passed away. His final words were spoken in German, so nurses could not understand them. But his life's message was clear. Never stop questioning. Never stop thinking. 5 powerful lessons from Einstein's life. 1. Failure does not define your future. 2. Being different is a superpower. 3. Imagination creates reality. 4. Knowledge must serve humanity. 5. One mind can change the entire world. Final Messer. Albert Einstein was a weak student, a school failure, a rejected job seeker. But he became the greatest scientist in history, the man who changed time, the brain behind modern technology, a symbol of peace and intelligence.